you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mike, 319. Switch. You go tight. You can get it.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 26. Switch. Undercrush.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The man who spent his whole career as a Bear, Brian Urlacher, up to make the stop.
Second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Check safety.
On second down now. Peyton. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Between 18, 54 Mike. Watch the run. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Randy Moss, 48 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Flush to his right. And going deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a give right side. Peyton. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards on the ground.
First down and goal to go.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
25, check 25, check 25.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Off the play fake, Vick. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's Vick. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing on second and long. Vick. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Throwing, Vick. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
They can't hang with us. Kill.
On first down, Peyton. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Switch. Right.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Shift. Watch. Easy. Get down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, early in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
54. Watch the curl.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey, high 7. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54.
On first down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Brings up second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He finds his man Johnson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Gain of 10 yards. Complete to Calvin Johnson. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
They'll take over.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 11 yards there, first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because...
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Second and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Ray Guy now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Check, 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 check.
On third down, Vic out of the gun. This will be caught by Randy Moss. That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Coming to you, coming to you. 22, check, cover. 22, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. To throw, Vic. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
You're getting a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020. And they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, all that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden Land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
Hey, check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Stay with me. Hey, we got Mike 50.
They will indeed go for it. Vic, and going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Third and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, we got to get inside. 54.
Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 35. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 35-yard line. It's a play fake. Now Vick rolling to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Dickerson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. On 4th down, Vick eluding the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Squeeze, double. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a give right side. Dickerson. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a close.
Yeah. Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you loud in my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, check 24. Check. Look at me. Go. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 1st down, Peyton call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Protein spill. Hey, Haywood.
Young will set to throw. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And they can't bring him down. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Vick now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this one is right down Broadway. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former 49er, Deion Sanders. And put it on the board. It's 6.
Time to bring the bass bird. Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's the boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing scared.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
honey, I dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just had to do and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining. I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us? No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beast to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't yeah, I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.
like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that, but a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
And New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
6-man.
They'll try the left side. Dickerson, he'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Mario, Pac-Man. 180.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
On second down, Dickerson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And some room to run now. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And this is incomplete.
Wentz's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Cooks. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now they try the right side here. They had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the curve.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Michael Vick. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Sehorn.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Vic goes play action. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Your trip is here.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of the half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Back man. Waiting. Check, check. Walk 54.
On second down now, Dickerson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They do go for it. It's Wentz. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Steps away. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now they try the right side here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Vick out to his left. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That's it, baby.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mike's 50.
Vic on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Moss, complete. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Vic. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. That burst, good for 20 and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go one more. Check, check. Lucky.
Vic readies to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing, Vic. Rolling to his left. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Hey, Delta.
On first down, Wentz. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Hope, and he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. He gets it to Cooks. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Wentz being chased down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a handoff looking right. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play that time for the Rams. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
Wentz going to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. George Kittle there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
They'll take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 66 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Don't get nervous.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Dickerson slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
3rd and short yardage. Vic, that'll be complete to Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. on third down. Vic out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
Watch right, watch right.
Play action now, Vic. He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
3rd and long for Vic. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We got
1 and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's a play fake. Now Vic. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Big stop, let's go.
Throwing on second down. Vick. Now they go screen. It's complete. Room here to run. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Vick with a give to Sanders. A great play there. 40 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Vick. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
from the gun on third down. Vick. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and goal. Vick completes it to Hardman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. Right there.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Flush to his right. He may try and... Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Vick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Vick. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
I got you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Here goes Vick on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
I'm scared.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. On 3rd down, Vick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I didn't get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Switch the outlaw. Line 54.
looking to throw on second down. Vick. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Vick. On the move to his left. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the gun on 3rd down. Vick flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, Vick. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Check, watch 54, watch.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Vick. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. On 4th down, Vick, and that is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Michael Vick sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Ready, 54. Mike 54. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Vick to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. 0-0 is on the clock. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Third and 5.
Let's go now. AC Data, AC Data. Man up,
First throw in overtime here for Vic. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down at the 27-yard
check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Time to see what Vic can do in the OT. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Brian Urlacher up from his linebacker spot to make the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Right there, 54 money. I got you. Back.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, Vic. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw it here. Vic throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hope. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass burn.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't got a hands together and I'm saying amen, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right there.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They run on first down with Jackson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. He's got it for the Panther touchdown. Dave Casper there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st down and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
2
52's the mark, boy. 52. I got him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff working right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Vic goes play action. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Vic, and a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 4th down, Vic steps away to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Vic. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, Vic. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a handoff looking right. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Murray now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran now a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And now now Murray has it stripped. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. This is Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
You got nothing.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle. Now a handoff looking right. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Vick. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 4th down.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken very short. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready? 36.
A final shot before half from Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
It's a play fake. Now Vic.
You go. You go.
The tackle made at his own 6-yard line.
Let's go. Single.
3rd and long for Vic. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Right back to him on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down, and he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and his guys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Tackles, tackles. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Shut. 57 ending. 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Echo. Mike spot 4. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. 54.
First down, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Mostert. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Vic on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Come on now. Let's go.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right, here's Sanders. And Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30, being chased out left. And he finds Gronk. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Mostert. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock...
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a gain of 35. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there on the first play of the game. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The first carry for the Hall of Famer Marcus Allen. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Cherry. Line 54. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Mostert. Chris Jones on the stop.
Chris Jones on the stop. 4 yards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On play action, Vick. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Throwing, Vick. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. The sack by Julius Peppers. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Play action now. Vick rolling to his right. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Over here. Shoot. Under 10. 10.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Steps away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Off the play fake, Vick. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake. Vick. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Vick. And he slings one that's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. It'll be Vick once more. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Vic operating on first down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
88, 54.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's just me.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's go, defense.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Six guard. Check 6 guard. Shift. Watch the shift. Boom. Motion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. I guess if you're going to run for it on 3rd down, not a bad idea to get behind your Hall of Fame left tackle there, Anthony Munoz.
He was so good, it was like a guard and a tackle was in the same body. You know, it was almost like they had an extra block with the line of scrimmage. Phenomenal player, and really prepped it well at USC, where they ran those power sweeps behind him in a big way.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the press into the end zone. Oakland Raiders.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor,
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Michael Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Vick stepping up. He's going to keep it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. A first down throw coming for Vick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Brings up third down and 9.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game. And
that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 15-1. 15-1. That QB's trash. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see...
And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Look at the big man rumble. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They just get the play off. Now Vick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 yards there at a first down. Vic goes play action. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Vic. It's caught by Sanders. 15 yards on the play. First down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Off play action. Vic. They complete it to Hill. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick, flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball down. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And great effort. And does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Come on, QB, come on.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, Vick. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Vinatieri's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Now he's going to throw deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 11 yards there, first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the score. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd and 9, Vick. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And an alley to run. 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Vick. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here goes Vic on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vic is going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On play action, Vic. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Vic readies to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. First down, Vic. That one complete to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Vic now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Oh, you got deep?
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run it now out of the gun. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Play action now. Vic rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake, Vic rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call that a gain of 11. Right back to him on first down. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.